People always want to throw eggs at me when I tell them that their favorite sporting athlete is a drug addict. But your favorite sporting athlete is a drug addict. I mean, when you use over 30 different types of products, I think that meets the definition of you're a drug addict, okay? And I'll give you a list of just a handful of the products that are used, even at an amateur level, okay? Where there's no money involved. They'll still use drugs. All right, so what I want to tell you about is everybody who plays professional sports is on drugs. And when I say on drugs, I mean narcotics, okay? And I mean peptide hormones, which are technically not narcotics, they're not drugs. You know, let's be serious. I'll just tell you, and it begins at age 14 for kids going into high school that do not want to play freshman football, which is 9th grade, for 14-year-olds. So if you don't want to play frosh football, they really want to play varsity, but you know, when you're at 14 years old, yeah, unless you're really amped up on the hormones, you're not going to get varsity, but at least you could be a junior varsity, right? There's exceptions. There's kids coming out of junior high school that are 200 and something pounds that are monsters that can run fast. So they're all on hormones, steroids, essentially, for 9th grade in high school. That's pretty standard. That's how it was when I was in high school, and I'm assuming that has not changed. So NFL football and Disney, ESPN is Disney. Disney likes to capture your imagination and thereby capture you. And they inject women into football as if women are interested in violent hits. I mean, the sport is based on violence. That's the purpose of football, to hurt people. That's how you get people to quit. That's what boxing's all about. That's what football's all about. They call it a contact sport. It's not. It's a violent collision sport. It's not a sport. It's a spectacle. It's Roman gladiators, where people get hauled off the field because they can't walk, or they're unconscious, or they're dead. Anyway, wanted to tell you that NFL football, under Disney and ESPN's guidance, denies that they have a steroid problem. They dodged the baseball has a steroids problem, where Mark McGwire committed perjury, if you remember, and so did Roger Clemens. He committed perjury, but yeah, who cares? Doesn't matter, right? I mean, it's Congress. They all commit perjury. Anyway, my point is they deny that anyone is using steroids in a violent sport, which you couldn't possibly participate in unless you were amped up on amphetamines and on steroids. I'll go down the list of some basic products that they all use. Everybody, 100%, no exceptions. Oodles of drugs and blood doping. And, for example, they use the Madman's Mix, standard. That's cocaine, that's morphine, that's corticosteroids, which is cortisone-based steroids. That's amphetamines. And then it's caffeine. I'm talking about injectable liquid caffeine. I'm not talking about having a cup of coffee. Those are 5 products. Caffeine, cocaine, morphine, cortisone, corticosteroid, all in a little mixture. Then they take cow blood, synthetic hemoglobins, which are fake blood. It's blood from a cow. It's put into a centrifuge, spun out, and they harvest the red blood cell oxygen-carrying agents, and then that's put with a saline solution and re-injected into the body to amp up the amount of oxygen that you can carry in your body so you can do more aggressive, longer-lasting efforts. Any endurance sport, cross-country skiing, running, this is a standard doping procedure. If you don't do a sophisticated level of doping, you won't even make it on the B team for the Olympics, where you have 0 chance of getting a medal. Anyway, that's where the corporate sponsorship comes in, because the people going to stand on the podium are going to be representing the corporations that wrote the largest checks. So the race is doped and fixed, both. So don't take it too seriously. Don't take World Cup soccer seriously. I mean, that has a 50-year history of being fixed and rigged and doped. Okay, so please don't take the Tour de France or the Giro d'Italia or the España, Vuelta a España, Tour of Spain. Don't take it seriously. Don't take American sports seriously. They're all doped and fixed.